Hey guys, so we're going to be doing lesson 6 today, subtracting with unlike denominators. So the good thing is you already know how to do this. We've already added with unlike denominators, and in order to add, you need to find the LCM, and they need to be equivalent fractions in order for you to subtract or add. You need like denominators. So today we're going to be finding the LCM so that way we can subtract with like denominators. Funny thought, I recorded this whole lesson and realized I didn't hit record. So it's working this time. So I'm going to do it all over again for you guys so you can see. If you already watched Zoom and were there for today's lesson, great job. Thank you for hopping on. Remember, every day at 9:30 I'm going to be doing the lessons. I'm also going to be posting the YouTube videos for you guys as well if you missed the lessons. Alright, so step 1 for unlike denominators is going to be find the LCM. You need to find the LCM so you can write equivalent fractions. So let's write that down. Find the LCM, find the least common multiple. Okay, step 2 is going to be write equivalent fractions. Once you find that LCM, you need to write the equivalent fractions. All right, excuse me. And then step 3, subtract. Before we just added. These are the same exact steps as when we did add with unlike denominators. So we're just using the same steps. This time we're going to subtract. And then step 4, simplify if needed. I apologize, I'm also in my sweats. I forgot I was recording myself today. So, all right, so let's do the first example. All right, we have 3/10 minus 3/20. Okay, the first thing I told you guys is to rewrite this up and down. It's easier to make your equivalent fractions when you rewrite it. So you rewrite this. Let's erase this over here. Okay? All right, step 1, find the LCM. I had told you guys that I want you to start trying to be able to visualize the LCM in your head. You need to think, what's that first matching number going to be when I list out my multiples of 10 and 20? Let's go ahead and think about that. If I list out my 10s, and if I list out my 20s, what's going to be the first thing that matches? I think it's going to be 20. Okay? Just in case, let's write it down. Okay? List out my 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. Keep going. Okay, my 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80. All right, so what's the first thing that matched? 20. All right, so I just found my new denominator, which was 20. I already got it, 20. Okay, now I'm going to write my equivalent fractions. All right, you guys already know how to do this. How do you get from 10 to 20? Multiply by 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. 3 times 2, 6. Let's do this bottom one. 20 to 20. How did I get there? Multiply by 1. Whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do the top. And I got a 3. Okay, I just made equivalent fractions. Now I can work with them. Now they look the same. I've been telling you guys, that you can't compare you and your brother or you and your sister because you guys aren't the same age. But it's fair to compare you guys when you were the same age, okay? So they look the same now, okay? They look the same because they both have denominators of 20. So they look the same. Now I can work with them. 6 minus 3 is 3, and keep the same denominator. We did all that work in order to figure out the same denominator. You don't want to change it now. So I have 3 over 20. Step 4, simplify. Am I done? 3 over 20. Is there a greatest common factor that I can divide by? No. So I'm done. 3 over 20. All right. I'm going to give you one more example. I'm going to erase this here. Actually, I think I'll keep it. All right. Let's do another example. It's going to be a little bit trickier. Oops, can't use that red again. All right. Maybe not. It's tricky. Example 2. 1/3 and 1/4. 1/3 minus 1/4. All right. Think in your head. What is going to be the first matching number? What's going to be the LCM of 3 and 4? Okay? Try to think in your head. I think it's going to be 12. Let's see if I'm right. List out my 3's and list out my 4's. Okay, my multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Keep going. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Okay, I just found it. What's the first thing that matches? 12. And I got my 12. Okay, step 2. Write my equivalent fractions. How did I get from here to here? Times 4. Whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. 1 times 4, 4. Do the bottom one. 4 times what is 12? 4 times 3. Whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. All right. Now we have our fractions that we can work with because they look the same. Okay? 4 minus 3 is 1. Keep the same denominator as 12. Step 4, simplify. Can I do anything? Nope. No greatest common factor here. So we're done. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. I can work a little bit more one-on-one with you. This is going to be homework number 66. Please write that at the top of your worksheet. Make sure you have your name on it and send it to me through email. You can send a text. You can do student drop on RunWeb, but make sure you get that turned in whenever you can get it done. And make sure you're logging on Zoom at 9:30 in the morning so we can do our lesson together and so you can see everybody else. All right, guys. See you later.